Today's lesson is scientific notation, and our goal is that we can convert numbers between scientific notation and standard form. What is scientific notation? Scientific notation is a way of expressing really big numbers or really small numbers. It is most often used in scientific calculations where the analysis must be very precise. Scientific notation consists of two parts. It's a number between 1 and 10, and it's a power of 10. So our example here is n times 10 to the power of 10. To change standard form to scientific notation, you're going to place the decimal point so that there is one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal point. And you're going to count the number of decimal places the decimal point has moved from the original number. This will be the exponent on the 10. This will make sense once we do it, but right now you're filling in your notes. Continuing. If the original number was less than 1, then the exponent is negative. If the original number was greater than 1, the exponent is positive. So, converting the following numbers from standard form into scientific notation. You guys know, pause, rewind as needed, okay? I didn't say that starting out, but you guys know that. All right, so again, we're going to move the decimal, just like it said back here. We're going to place the decimal point so there's one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal point. We're going to count the number of the decimal places the decimal point has moved from the original number. So we're going to move our decimal to here. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it becomes 7 and 2/10 times 10 to the 7th power. Easy enough, right? So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places that I had to move that decimal. And that number was negative, if you recall. So the original number was less than 1, the exponent is negative. So this needs to be negative 7 in order for that to work right. Okay, same idea. We're going to have our decimal there. So it's going to be 4 and 8/10 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we moved our decimal in a way that we will have a positive exponent. Okay, and here we want our decimal to be right there. So it's going to be 9 and 83/100 times 10 to the, now again, we started off with a number that is less than 1. So we're going to move our decimal 1, 2 places. So it's going to be -2. Okay? All right, moving on. Now we're going from scientific notation into standard form. All right, so our first number, we've got 4 and 89/100 times 10 to the 7th power. So we've got 4, 8, 9. So we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have to put in 5 additional zeros because these were our first two moves right there. So I don't know about you, I don't like all that stuff in there, so I'm going to do, it might help to write it in another color, comma there, a comma there. So it's 48,900,000. 48,900,000. Okay? All right, moving on. Now this one, it's going to be smaller than, notice our negative right here. It's going to be smaller than 1, and it's moving a lot. So our decimal is going to be over here, right? going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. All right, just count them again just to be sure. All right, you can understand why we use scientific notation. Who wants to look at a number like that? I'm not even going to attempt to read it. Normally I would. All right, next, last one. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind, we still have another slide or two. Okay, so 3 and 789 thousandths. So we're going to times 10 to the power of 5. So 3 and 789 thousandths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put those zeros in, and again, there we go. So it's 378,900. Okay. All right, moving on. Are the following numbers in scientific notation? Why or why not? All right, so looking at these, this one is not in scientific notation because in order to be in scientific notation, I must have a decimal there. That was not there, so this one is not. Okay? All right. This one, I have a decimal in my exponent. That is not legal, so the answer is no. And this last one is yes, because this is a number between 1 and 10. And it's actually got to be between 1 and 9. We say 1 and 10, but it's 1 and 9 point something. And this is a number with a base of 10 and an exponent that is a whole number. So it does work. So if you have questions, please remember to bring them to me next time you see me in class. Hope you enjoyed our lesson.